Bum, 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 bum. Alright, this is ULTRAKILL. Doing a quick little testing of this one. Because it, Turbo Overkill played and this game came up in that forum on Steam, and that they felt they had similarities and stuff like that. It's an early access, so there's not a lot of, I don't know, it's like one episode, something like that. It's a pretty good settings menu. Nice speaking here. Like that you can turn off shaking and stuff off the screen. What is a little bit weird, you have a master and a music volume. So it's it works, but it makes it a little bit interesting to balance the sound effects versus the music. Obviously you don't need a sound effects slider basically, because that will always be 100%. So what you do is that you change the master volume till the sound effect sounds right, and then you just adjust how loud you want the music to be in comparison to the the sound effects. So the only problem would be if you want to to mute the sound effect and just have music. That is not possible. I'm sure there are people that like that, so I don't think it's necessary, but I think you should have effects audio slider. It's just weird. Subtitles, sure, I don't know. Good little set here. Very simple. Not doing this with my Steam controller because I tried this and I know why I'm not doing it with my Steam controller. It does support, which is nice, a little bit of widescreen here, and it supports ultra widescreen in borderless full screen mode, which means that you can turn your any monitor into just a ultra widescreen. You don't have to hack your drivers or anything. You can just play it on ultra widescreen on your widescreen monitor with black bars in nice borderless. Very simple, very nice. Every game should definitely have these options. I don't think ultra widescreen is good for this game. Gonna try to remember to address that. It is only borderless full screen. This basically turns this to window mode or borderless full screen window mode. So I think that is probably the future in many ways. So exclusive is good, but I'm not gonna say too much about this. To make this game look like and a very easy PlayStation feel, very nice, interesting, nothing to complain here. Nice that they have a little bit of things here. Performance though, it's just not an issue, and you don't think many people will have a problem with that. So nice. Good that you can tweak the the HUD here. Don't know what that does. Let's add that. So not sure exactly what this does, but seems to be quite nice. Maybe we need actually a slider for crosshair type, how big it should be, because I can see some want even bigger crosshair than these options. Nice to have some setting. Would like to have just a color picker or something. Again, this maybe could be a slider or add these options into this one. Okay, interesting. So we can add a little bit of extra help here. Nothing bad. For the HUD and stuff, like, yeah, okay, even for the enemy stuff, it's nice that you can do. Not the most intuitive, like you would like, or more like a picture telling you this is how it looks, you know, and what you're changing. So, like, so that you have a small picture here, and then you change, you see how the health bar changes on your HUD. Your slots, not the most intuitive way to switch game saves, but good that it has options. So get into the play here. Some settings, you need to guess finish on this one before you can go to those settings. So let's just go for the standard, and you only have like, yeah, I don't know how much you can unlock here. It are all of this, or if only this is included in this early access. Let's start from the beginning. Yes. Oh no, okay, we get all the way. No, okay, can I? No, there we go, okay. So when you first start, it will kinda just jump, you know, through a few settings. And this feels a lot like the Turbo Overkill's slide. Speed is fast, but it is slower. I think Turbo Overkill could have been really good with this movement speed for many people. We have a dash, feels pretty much a lot like the standard Turbo Overkill also. They share a lot of similarities. This was, I guess, before. Works pretty fine, I would say that. The wall jump, interesting. That. Graphics, you know, they are simple, and this, like on my 3070 in 1440p 120 frames, my GPU was utilized 7%, so it's super easy. It really is super easy to just run this. It looks a super simple graphic. I don't know why you have this ground pound, since it doesn't really kill the enemies. Shooting feels pretty good, but I'm not a fan of the enemies, you know, model. They are very skinny, which is very, you know, challenging to aim at. And obviously, if you like that challenge, that's great. But looking at games, even from the beginning of the FPS era, the enemies were often, you know, wide, because it makes it better and more accurate to, you know, get headshot or hit them. You know, some enemies had, you know, obviously the heads are smaller, and then you have the wider body, so you can hit the body, and then the head are more difficult, but it's still very, very possible to do that. Having a tall and skinny model makes it so that pretty much hitting, no matter if you hit the body or your head, it feels just like a headshot. You always like having to do like a headshot, no matter if you hit where you hit on the body. It's very super responsive. I said, it is simple graphic. I don't mind it, but what I, you know, the enemy type here and also their attack there are for the simplest enemy, like when they, like, you can't even dash away from them really, which I'm not a fan of. They like can charge about 2 dashes. So when an enemy charges you, you kinda like have to do several dashes, and this is just the basic enemy, and that's like the fodder enemy. I think it should be dumbed down. Does feel a little bit weird. I think it's alright having the mechanic that you need to punch enemies for health and nice gore effects here. Again, graphically I have nothing against this. Audio is alright, nothing spectacular. And movement wise, you know, feels solid. It's just the enemies, their attack there. Wall jumping, everything is definitely an interesting one. And again, I'm not really sure what the effect of this is. Like the jump just straight up. I wanted to push him, you know, down, so... Yes, yeah, a little bit weird. But for me the biggest problem here is... Can you change? Is it in general? So you can change the field of view, that's nice. I think 105 seems pretty good. And like this one, but you can't change the FOV of the gun. That's a little bit of sad. I would have wanted that. Make this a little bit smaller. Yeah, the biggest problem for me is that this is like, you know, just battle rooms. Pretty much this is battle rooms. Nothing, you know, bad with that, but it's so cramped. Holy crap, everything is so cramped. And that is what I really think is a little bit of crazy. Why is everything so cramped? Nice secret. Like this room was pretty damn okay, but it still is not really that much of movement, because you really have this one and then this is one of the better rooms, but yeah. Like this is a battle room and, you know, it feels quite cramped actually. And again, the enemies here. You see this one? Like everything feels like there's so little difference between the head and the body. They are so cramped, so it's like feels like you're always doing like headshots. Obviously if you like that like challenge, it's nothing bad, but it kind of makes the headshotting a little bit less satisfying. That's just maybe me. But yeah, I would have changed the model. They seem too tall and too, you know, small. I want them wider. Make them curvier. Shove them up a little bit. Feed them a little bit more. And you know, even that arena here, like, it's a very little place to move around. And also, like, this is so weak and weird. When you like stomp, if you don't hit them, it should be like pushing them away, like in all directions, so you can like push them down pits and stuff like that. Well, you know, here I could only like hit one at a time. If I, you know, it should be like able to hit, you know, 2, maybe 3 that are really close to each other. So, and the HUD to the left, can I scale that? HUD, blah 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 blah, general, look, feel, view, screen. It's a like something seems I think I could rearrange the menu a little bit. Okay, so you can have it in the middle down, that's nice. Or you can have it at the side. It's good that you can move it to the, just, you know, to down here, like in the bottom, because that is good for ultra wide, for, you know, playing and recording it, or, you know, having the HUD in the middle, I feel it's very, very good. I'm trying to, I want to scale it, and yeah, it doesn't seem to be able to scale it. That is also something I definitely would add. To not be able to change the size, because that is a big HUD, and some want to, you know, scale it up or down. So yeah, does not seem to be that. Definitely would have liked to scale that. Yeah, I think the HUD having that in the middle is better for me, and I like to have background or no background. You know, is really nice. If we do that, no, it's definitely nice. Don't think I need, though, to have that. And again, this is a bit of a weird, you know, it's very cramped, this arena, and the enemy AI are very, very stupid. Difficulty is alright, you know, so far with the, just the starting here. Should have punched one there, but yeah, like, the biggest thing that I feel is the rooms are so cramped. I don't feel that I have a good place to move. That's the biggest gripe for me. And again, here I should be able to, you know, push them down the pit there. That would have been so satisfying here. Like, you know, you just boom and they go flying. Boom, but they go just up. It's like, what's the point? And yeah. Like, even like hitting the bodies is like, you know, hey, let's just go for headshots because it's like it's the same. Can you change the brightness? No. No, you cannot. Not that you can have your own like colors and stuff, but no brightness slider. I would need a brightness or gamma slider here. Maybe I'm missing it. I'm just not seeing it here, obvious. Yeah, that needs to be added. I saw something down there. Not sure what this exactly does, if it just gives me my stamina back or what it is. It doesn't feel satisfying to me, the enemy, how you have to shoot them and stuff. I don't know. I think that's the biggest, one of the biggest problems, you know, of the battle. The arenas feels cramped, and the enemies feel, you know, the models does not feel that fun to hit. Like this is a boss, and like that, the arena you are fighting the boss in, like you have so little room to move here. So pretty much all you can do is just strafe around it. Like this is pretty much all you can do. And makes this like so like weird. Trying to dodge that just makes it so weird. Yeah, yes, you know, I don't know, I don't get this like badass feel to it. Not that it's bad, and it's early access and it can, you know, improve a lot, but I would firstly tweak the models, you know, shrink down, chunk them up a little bit, more chunky boys. Then maybe I should look at like the rooms. Obviously this is just the beginning, but how it's, you know, some of the platforms are placed and, you know, arranged and widen some. Yeah, widen it up. It's interesting, this one, that you can get your information at the top, start of the level and stuff, and practice the level beforehand without, you know, that's nice. The enemies, you know, compared to you, they look to be twice the size and like super, so skinny. That not even the look is bad, but I would just shrink them down and widen it, and yeah, it would just be more satisfying. Okay. Slide function, everything else. Bit fun, but like kind of weird. That's interesting, you know, that you can hit back the projectiles and you get health. The timing is quite challenging, but you know, nothing problem with that. Ooh, yeah. Oof. Pretty good air control. Might add even more air control. I'm not sure I like that you have to start from the beginning of the level. You know, you can't save or anything. And that is a weak one. Like only kills the one version here. Again, and here I would like to, you know, push them down like but they go straight up. I'm guessing this might be a boss we're fighting or something. Secret. Introduction to again here you want to use that one, you know, to push them in. Okay. So this just goes back, which is interesting. I don't know why you wanna see some weird destruction of that dude. And again, you're fighting this super such a cramped area every fight. And if I die, I go back to the beginning, which, you know, again, is not fun. And like here, you want to push them, do this and push them down. You want, with the speed and everything, you want to be able to move a little bit more around, but it really is such a cramped experience. And the fodder enemy and their supercharged attack does not feel encouraging to have. Here's also another secret that I found. So dark, hard to tell, but yeah, I think it was here I found the secret. Can I take you back? So it's not a bad game, but it just doesn't really appeal to me. There's a lot of potential. I like the gun, how it sways, and the enemies' animation are, you know, okay. I don't mind stupid enemies. And the difficulty is going to ramp pretty soon here, since this is just the first ones. And you know, the biggest thing again is like hitting all the enemies feels so cramped. Like you always feel like that you have to like headshot the enemies, and that takes the headshotting of the enemies, you know, the reward for that, it kind of goes away, because you're always, you know, you're always gonna like feel like you have to like do that. Every time you're trying to hit something, it feels like you are forced to do a headshot. I wonder if you can get all the way up by doing that. Don't think you can, right? Maybe. Almost felt like you could have gone up there. And again, it's a very tiny battle rooms, and like oh, okay. Didn't see that survived. Then you have to go from the beginning here. You know, because they have such a like a tiny hitbox, it feels to me like all I want to do is just get away and then stand still and aim. But for, you know, I can definitely see it being more fun if you are on the higher, you know, higher FPS difficulties, and you know, you really want to get your quick scoping, quick aiming in for a game like this. But for just, you know, more of a medium plus casual FPS player here, this is not going to feel as rewarded. This is the way to go. That's also interesting. I think that the gates or the doors should have like a different color. They should maybe be blue or not lighting up. And then where the new door that unlocks should be like this green. You know, show you that little bit of, you know, the way to go. I don't know. 2 doors here. Maybe I will get the rocket launcher or something down that you have to go back. Because now, which door was it that was the, you know, the new room that I supposed? Okay, that one. But yeah, the rooms you cleared, I could see it being nice with a different, having like a different color. Oof. That's a fun boss, but again I just I don't know, feel the hitbox of it, you know, the model should be tweaked. Maybe we want a bit slower here. Yeah, we're gonna be done with this quick. Let's try here. You know, I think it's okay, but as I said, it just doesn't appeal to me straight away. This arena is more nice, but the statues there are just annoying. In my absolutely personal opinion there, they are just annoying. Let's try to finish this boss and call it here. And yeah, again, like up to here it's been pretty damn easy, and then this comes and it feels, you know, like the difficulty really changed there. Not changed, but it bumps a little bit, maybe too much. Okay, so you get your health back by this. I like this boss overall, but the statues I would really like to go away. Yeah, like this boss. This one I did not enjoy having, you know, in the middle of the arena there. And I'm guessing we can go back, and we can go back up here, right? Yep. I have to lift my mouse quite a bit here. Did that hurt me? Maybe not, maybe. seems like I have unlimited ammo. You have 4 ammo slots, and that's fine. Okay, that hurts me. Both interesting with unlimited ammo and a little bit, maybe, I don't know how it's gonna work out. Might be fun. If they balance, if the 4 weapons are very different in usage case, so it could be good. Did that just take out 1 or 2? It's very weak. I was thinking to maybe just quickly get this this episode down here and end it. This seems to be keep going on. That was nice, the fact that they could get into this one. But yeah, definitely make this shockwave push the enemies away, not flying just straight up. We want them to be pushed into the blades, you know. I love the gore and effects and like that, so... And I would not have this super easy enemy be able to, you know, charge at you. To have them just be easier cannon fodder. On the higher difficulty, I would definitely think that should be the thing. They aggressively can do that to you. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Again, a little bit of a cramped arena here. So I think that was what I saw in the beginning, so you might be able to get your way all the way up here without fighting everything. That would be cool if that was like a secret like ending there. I'm guessing there's gonna be like a boss here, right? That's a cool enemy here. Or like boss, I'm hoping. Oof. Ooh, I was too close to the sun and it burns, burns, burns. Yep. Like the boss areas here, they are working, but you know, you don't have any real like verticality or movement. like that you can gain your health back there. Bit like the headshots and stuff like that. It's definitely nice. Hoping that's like a mini boss and stuff and not like a regular enemy, because it's, you know, obviously it takes quite a time to fight it, but I like this as a mini boss. So I don't know, maybe I'll keep playing it, but I think this is good for a let's try here. I think there's room for lots of improvement. Graphically, very cool. Music, alright. Some settings could definitely be tweaked. And the menu could be tweaked and stuff like that, but runs really smooth. And you know, if you like this just battle room shooter, you don't mind, you know, the more cramped style, and you think that it's nice having the smaller, tougher enemies to aim at, you know, you have it's a good solid base here. But to me, you know, it's so cramped, almost claustrophobic, you know, you're like, I want some room. If the whole game, you know, all these just like cube battle rooms, it wouldn't be engaged to me, you know, to put a lot of time in it and spend, you know, spend getting into it. You know, like just a quick little game session, you know, 30 minutes, 60 minutes when you don't really know what you want to play. That's where I feel this game fits into me, at least. It's not a negative, it's just, it doesn't, you know, get me really like, that kind of feeling. So that will be it for this. Let's try at least. So, but yeah, ULTRAKILL. Movement, you know, and a lot of similarities to Turbo Overkill. Turbo Overkill, you know, came later, so I'm not, you know, it feels a lot similar when movement-wise, and that's a good thing. Not sure that you really need the crouch, since, you know, the pump down, as I said, it push enemies up. It doesn't, you know, like push them away. You want them to go away. So yeah, after ULTRAKILL, right? Gonna link it below, Steam, for the early access. Think it's been in early access quite a long time, so I don't know how, you know, long it will be in early access. I'm not a fan of early access unless it, you know, are like 6 months early access, maybe a year. Then over that, it's just yeah, no. So yeah, hope you owned it, enjoy this video, and you know, you can check out ULTRAKILL. And unfortunately, no demo or anything, so you're just gonna have to watch videos and stuff, and you know, invest in it or not. Yeah, check it down in the link below.